Welcome to another enlightening episode of Culinary Cuisine Journey. I'm your host, Kip Ferguson, ready to guide you through the lush greenery of community gardens nestled in the heart of urban UK. Today, we're stepping away from the kitchen and into the outdoors to explore a different kind of culinary landscape, one that's as rich in community spirit as it is in fresh produce. Community gardens in the UK's urban areas are more than just patches of green. They are vibrant hubs of activity, growth, and sustainability. These gardens, often tucked away in the midst of bustling city life, offer a tranquil retreat and a chance to connect with nature and neighbors. But their roots run much deeper than you might think. The concept of community gardens can be traced back to the allotment gardens of the 19th century. Born out of a need for the working class to grow their own food during times of economic hardship. These allotments were more than just practical. They were a source of pride and community for those who tended them. Fast forward to today, and the ethos remains largely the same, albeit with a modern twist. Now, in the face of urbanization and a growing awareness of environmental issues, these gardens have seen a resurgence, evolving into multifunctional spaces that serve as community centers, educational platforms, and biodiversity hotspots. In the heart of the concrete jungles, community gardens stand as testaments to the power of collective effort and the enduring human connection to the land. They remind us that even in the most urbanized settings, there's a place for nature and nurture to coexist. Join me as we delve into these verdant oases, uncovering the stories of those who cultivate them and the impact these gardens have on urban communities. From the humble beginnings of allotment gardening to the flourishing community gardens of today, we're set to discover how these green spaces enrich lives and landscapes in the UK's cities. Let's dig in and uncover the beauty and benefits of urban community gardening. As we delve into the rich tapestry of community gardens in the United Kingdom, we unearth a history steeped in necessity, resilience, and evolution. The roots of these gardens stretch back to the 19th century, intertwining with the social fabric of the times, and have since blossomed into vital components of urban life today. The story of community gardens in the UK begins with the advent of allotment gardens. During the Industrial Revolution, the rapid urbanization and accompanying social challenges led to the establishment of these allotments. Initially, they were a means to provide the working class, particularly in urban areas, with space to grow their own food. This was not just a response to economic hardship, but a matter of public health, as these gardens offered an escape from the squalor of industrial cities, as well as a source of fresh produce. The allotment movement gained legal grounding with the Allotments Act of 1887, which obligated local authorities to provide land for allotments where there was a demand. This law was a recognition of the allotment's importance in urban life, and it paved the way for the proliferation of community gardens across the UK. Fast forward to the present day, the role of community gardens has evolved significantly. They have become more than just spaces for growing food. They are now centers of community interaction, environmental education, and green sanctuaries in the heart of concrete landscapes. Modern urbanization and the growing awareness of environmental issues have breathed new life into these gardens. In a world grappling with climate change and the loss of green spaces, community gardens have become crucial in promoting sustainable urban living. In cities like London, Manchester, and Glasgow, community gardens serve as biodiversity hotspots, supporting urban wildlife and offering crucial green spaces. They are also seen as tools for community building and social cohesion. In these gardens, people from diverse backgrounds come together, breaking down social barriers and fostering a sense of community. They provide educational opportunities, teaching urban dwellers, especially children, about where their food comes from and the importance of sustainable practices. Moreover, in recent times, there's been a significant push towards organic and locally grown food, and community gardens have been at the forefront of this movement. They become emblematic of a larger cultural shift towards environmental consciousness and sustainable living. In essence, the evolution of community gardens in the UK is a reflection of changing societal needs and attitudes towards the environment and community. From their humble beginnings as allotment gardens to their current status as multifaceted urban green spaces, community gardens in the UK have grown to become much more than just places to grow food. They are vibrant, living spaces that nurture not just plants, but communities and connections, playing an increasingly important role in the urban landscape of the UK. In today's episode of Culinary Cuisine Journey, we now turn our attention to the vibrant community gardens that grace urban UK, transcending their traditional role as mere providers of food. These green spaces have evolved into multifaceted hubs, nurturing not only plants but also communities, education, and biodiversity. Community gardens, initially seen as simple food production sites, have become crucial in addressing urban food security and promoting healthy eating habits. They serve as hands-on educational environments where urban dwellers, often detached from agrarian lifestyles, can learn about sustainable agriculture and the nutritional value of growing their own food. These gardens are more than just plots of land. They are dynamic classrooms that foster a deeper understanding of where our food comes from. Moreover, these gardens have emerged as key educational centers in urban settings. They offer a range of workshops and activities from composting and permaculture to beekeeping. They provide a platform for people of all ages, especially urban youth, to engage with nature. In these spaces, learning transcends traditional academic boundaries, offering lessons in environmental stewardship and sustainable living practices. In terms of biodiversity, community gardens in the UK's urban landscapes are vital. They offer refuge to a variety of wildlife, contributing to the maintenance of urban ecosystems. These gardens are not just about planting vegetables and herbs. They include bird feeders, butterfly gardens, and wildflower patches, each playing a role in attracting different species and enhancing local biodiversity. Community gardens also serve as important social spaces. They foster community engagement and provide opportunities for people to come together, share experiences, and build lasting relationships. In the hustle and bustle of city life, these gardens offer a communal space for interaction and collaboration, strengthening community bonds. Furthermore, the therapeutic and healing aspects of community gardening cannot be overlooked. For many, gardening is a form of relaxation and stress relief. These gardens offer a peaceful escape, a place for mental well-being and personal reflection amidst the urban chaos. In conclusion, community gardens in urban UK today represent a holistic approach to urban living. They are not just about growing food, they are about growing communities, nurturing education, supporting biodiversity, and promoting mental well-being. These gardens symbolize the resilience of nature in urban settings and the enduring human spirit of community and collaboration. They remind us that even in the heart of our cities, there is a room for green spaces that can enrich our lives in countless ways. Next, we're going to explore the pivotal role community gardens play in fostering sustainable urban living. These verdant spaces are not just about cultivating plants. They're crucial in nurturing a sustainable ethos in the heart of our cities. Community gardens are the forefront of the organic gardening movement. By encouraging the use of natural methods for pest control and plant growth, they promote a harmonious relationship with the environment. This approach reduces the reliance on harmful chemicals and pesticides, which are known to have adverse effects on both human health and wildlife. In these gardens, the use of organic compost made from garden and kitchen waste enhances soil health naturally, creating a virtuous cycle of sustainability. Composting is another key element in the sustainability narrative of community gardens. It transforms organic waste into valuable nutrients for plants, reducing landfill waste and the production of greenhouse gases like methane. This practice not only benefits the garden, but also educates community members about waste reduction and resource efficiency. It's a practical demonstration of the adage, waste not, want not, showing how what is discarded can be turned into something of value. Furthermore, community gardens play a significant role in reducing food miles, the distance food travels from where it's grown to where it's consumed. By providing locally grown produce, these gardens diminish the need for long-distance food transportation, thereby reducing carbon emissions associated with transportation. Every carrot, tomato, or herb grown in these gardens represents a small but significant step towards reducing our carbon footprint. The impact of community gardens extends to urban wildlife and biodiversity. These gardens provide much-needed green spaces in concrete-dominated landscapes, offering habitats for a variety of creatures. From birds to beneficial insects, such as bees and butterflies, these gardens become biodiversity hotspots supporting urban ecosystems. The presence of diverse plant species attracts and sustains different types of wildlife, contributing to the ecological health of urban areas. In the larger context of urban sustainability, community gardens are invaluable. They represent a grassroots approach to environmental stewardship, demonstrating how small-scale actions can have a significant impact. These gardens are not just about providing green spaces, they are about creating a sustainable way of living in urban environments. In essence, community gardens are powerful agents of change. They champion sustainability through organic gardening, composting, and local food production. They enhance urban biodiversity, offering a haven for wildlife in the midst of urban sprawl. As we delve deeper into the world of community gardens, we see that they are not just plots of land for growing food, they are vital to building a sustainable future, one garden at a time. In today's episode of Culinary Cuisine Journey, we explore the profound social and community benefits of urban community gardens. These vibrant spaces are more than just communal plots. They are dynamic hubs of interaction, engagement, and inclusivity, playing a crucial role in knitting together the social fabric of urban neighborhoods. Community gardens are melting pots of diversity, where people from various backgrounds and walks of life come together with a common purpose. They foster a unique sense of community, breaking down barriers of age, ethnicity, and socioeconomic status. In these gardens, interactions aren't limited to mere gardening. They become places where stories are shared, friendships are formed, and support systems are built. They are lively venues for community events, workshops, and celebrations, further strengthening neighborhood ties. For instance, in a community garden in East London, regular potluck meals bring gardeners together, creating an atmosphere of warmth and camaraderie. The garden has become a community hub. It's not just about growing food, it's about growing relationships. They share recipes, gardening tips, and sometimes just a cup of tea and a chat. It's become a vital part of the community life. Community gardens empower individuals by providing them with valuable skills, from basic gardening and horticulture to leadership and project management. These gardens are fertile grounds for learning and personal development. They offer opportunities for community members to take on responsibilities, manage projects, and lead initiatives, fostering a sense of accomplishment and pride. In a community garden in Cardiff, a group of young adults has taken the lead in establishing a composting system. They have learned about composting and realized its importance. Now they're teaching others in the community and making a difference. The mental health benefits of community gardens are profound. Gardening is a therapeutic activity, offering a sense of calm and mindfulness. These gardens provide a respite from the stresses of urban living, a space where one can connect with nature and find peace. For many, the act of nurturing plants is akin to nurturing one's well-being. Community gardens are exemplary in promoting inclusivity. They are designed to be accessible to everyone, including those with disabilities. Raised beds and wheelchair-accessible paths are common features, ensuring that gardening is an activity everyone can enjoy. These inclusive practices reinforce the message that everyone has a role to play in the community. In essence, community gardens in the urban UK are more than just spaces for growing food. They are vibrant centers of social interaction, community engagement, and personal growth. They foster inclusivity, empower individuals, and contribute significantly to mental well-being. These gardens are not just cultivating plants, they're cultivating communities, nurturing a sense of belonging and connection in an increasingly fragmented world. As we continue to explore the multifaceted roles of these gardens, we are reminded of their invaluable contribution to creating more cohesive, resilient, and healthier communities. As we delve further into the vibrant world of community gardens, it's important to acknowledge the challenges these green spaces face in the urban UK alongside their potential future in the fabric of city life. Community gardens, while thriving, face a myriad of challenges. One of the most significant is funding. Many of these gardens rely on grants, donations, and volunteer efforts for their operation and maintenance. The uncertainty of funding can impact the long-term sustainability of these projects, limiting their growth and the services they can offer the community. Urban development pressures pose another formidable challenge. As cities expand and real estate becomes more valuable, community gardens often find themselves in a precarious position, competing with commercial and residential development projects. The loss of these gardens to development not only diminishes green spaces in cities, but also erodes the community spirit and environmental benefits they foster. Climate change is another hurdle, bringing with it unpredictable weather patterns that can adversely affect gardening activities. Increased rainfall, unexpected droughts, or temperature fluctuations can disrupt the growing seasons, making it challenging for community gardens to thrive. Despite these challenges, the future of community gardens in urban planning and community development looks promising. There's a growing recognition of their value in creating sustainable, healthy, and cohesive urban communities. More and more city planners and policymakers are seeing these gardens not as optional extras, but as essential components of urban infrastructure. The potential of community gardens to contribute to urban resilience, especially in the face of climate change, is immense. They can play a vital role in urban green infrastructure, helping to mitigate the effects of heat islands, manage stormwater runoff, and improve air quality. As cities grapple with environmental challenges, the integration of community gardens into urban planning could become a key strategy in building sustainable and resilient urban environments. Moreover, community gardens hold the potential to become even more significant centers of community engagement and social cohesion. As the world becomes increasingly digital and urbanized, these gardens can serve as vital connectors, bringing people together in a shared, nurturing space. They could evolve to become not just places of food production, but also centers of cultural exchange, education, and innovation. In conclusion, while community gardens in the urban UK face challenges, their future is integral to the vision of more sustainable, healthy, and connected urban communities. As we continue to navigate the complexities of urban living, these gardens offer a blueprint for a greener, more communal, and resilient urban future. They stand as beacons of hope and symbols of what can be achieved when communities come together to nurture not just plants, but each other and the environment. As we wrap up our exploration of the vibrant community gardens in the urban UK, it's clear that these green spaces are more than just plots of land. They're hubs of sustainability, cultural exchange, and culinary innovation. They remind us that even in the heart of the city, nature's bounty can thrive and bring communities together. Next time, we'll embark on a fascinating journey to Germany, where history has profoundly shaped the nation's cuisine. From the impact of historical events to the evolution of iconic dishes, we'll uncover how history is served on a plate. Join us as we delve into the rich tapestry of German culinary traditions, where every bite tells a story. Stay tuned for this appetizing adventure.